Okay. Hello everyone. Thank you for joining here. So today I'm going to talk about policy templates, AccuKnox policy templates. So this is our agenda today. What are AccuKnox open source policy templates and how can I use them? And we will talk about why should one utilize the policy templates and what problem does it answer. Moreover, what the problem does it solve? And then we will talk about then we will demo by deploying a sample application in Kubernetes, then demonstrate the vulnerabilities in the sample application, then we will apply those policies and see what happens next. Okay, the AccuKnox open source policy templates provides policy templates based on KubeArmor and Cilium. So the KubeArmor is a cloud native runtime security system that restricts the behavior such as process execution, the file execution, the network operation, etc. So the Cilium provides the network security for your cloud workloads. Then both KubeArmor and Cilium, it operates with the eBPF and LSMs. Okay, so eBPF is it is the mechanism for Linux applications to execute code in Linux kernel space, and LSMs is the Linux security modules, and it is used for implementing the mandatory access controls. Okay, then we cover the CVEs and the attack vectors by the attack vectors. Then complaints, we will cover the complaints framework such as the PCI-DSS, MITRE, STIG, CVEs, etc. Okay, so we have the hardening policies for your specific workloads such as Golang, Python, MySQL, Cassandra, WordPress, etc. Okay, so we are using the YAML files as the policy templates, and for to use these policy templates GitHub repository, you have to install KubeArmor and Cilium. Okay, so to install the Cilium and KubeArmor, we have the complete guide in our help.accuKnox.com. Here it is. Okay, you have to go to the open source, then click on the overview. So it describes you have the information about the AccuKnox and open source. For the integration guide, we have how to install the open source. If you want to install only, so if you want to try out the open source tools for the AccuKnox, you can run this command and install or open source tools which covers the KubeArmor and Cilium. If you want only to use, if you want only to try out the KubeArmor and Cilium, you have separate installation guides for this. Okay. Then I will come back to the use cases. What are the use cases of the policy templates? It will patch misconfigurations and vulnerabilities. That means so misconfigurations can be, for example, there can happen some unpatched vulnerabilities or misconfiguration through in the production environment. So one example is that .git exposure folder. Okay. So in the when .git folder is deployed along with the web application, attacker exploits this misconfiguration to download the entire source code along with other sensitive data. Okay, so these data can be hard-coded credentials or the encryption keys. So this can be used by the attacker to get to the control of your systems. So that can be a misconfiguration. So then you can also you can also use the policy templates to harden your workloads. Okay, so we have we have specific policies which is you can use to hardening your popular workloads. Okay, so if you apply all those policies, it will then the application will work in a least privileges, and it will reduce the attack surface of the application. So now we'll go to the demo part. Okay, first I will deploy a sample application GKE. So I'm going to use I'm going to use a GKE, a tweaked GKE, a tweaked Google Google microservice demo application as a sample application. Okay. Okay, so here we have another repository, open source repository for sample applications. Here you can try out different sample applications, and you can check our policies on these applications. So I'm going to use this microservice demo application. Okay, it will deploy all the deployments for my application. Okay, application is deployed. Let me check if I got the external IP address. I'm going to check my service. Yeah, so this is my external IP address. I'm going to check this in. Yeah, so the application is deployed successfully. Okay, then I will show the the first vulnerability. So this will be the publicly accessible .git folder. So with this .git folder, you can if you exploit more, you will get the source code, and you can then analyze that source code to get credentials, or other sensitive data. So those you can use those sensitive data to get the access to the particular applications. Okay, so this is a major vulnerability. So this happens because of maybe misconfigurations of the developers. So this is one. I want to show one more scenario, that is the crypto mining, right? So with the crypto mining, so the cryptocurrency mining has grown in popularity in these days. Okay, they are more focusing on the environments like Kubernetes these days. So they will try the different misconfiguration and vulnerabilities in the pod, and if they got access to the particular pod, if for example they can use brute force attack on the WordPress pod, and if they get the credentials of that particular WordPress, then they will deploy a particular botnet on the particular pod, and they will download some script from they will download the script, and run that script, and execute some so it will deploy some other crypto miners. So so here I assumes that I got the access to the particular pod. I'm going to use the front end pod still. Okay, I'm going to use this particular pod. Okay, front end pod. So I'm going to execute to that particular pod. Okay, so here I'm going to install the duplicate. Okay, so now I have to download the script too. So for that, now we have the script in the samples repository. So the samples repository, not only the sample application contains, it also contains another attacking scenarios like log4j for the TNT botnet. So for the TNT botnet, we have a particular block for TNT botnet malware. So if you are interested, you can read from our blog.accuKnox.com. So now I'm going to run this sysrb hello malware. Okay. Okay, it's downloaded. I'm going to give the executing permission for the script. Okay, I'm going to run the script. Okay, so before running the script, you have to okay. So I am opening another window here also to see what happens when I run the script. So just I want to show that what are the things which are going to happen when I run that script. Okay, Okay, so I'm going to write top command for this. Okay, yeah. So when I execute the script, so a new process is created. So after that new process, another process is created. So this is the crypto mining process, and this is used for to get the SSH keys or other host informations, to try out this malware in other systems, other related systems. Uh, they will, they are, they, they will use that information. So, okay, so you see it will using the CPU of 42.3 percentage. So also it is using higher resources. Okay, so this is what happens when you, so when you have some crypto miners running, so it will uses the CPU. So it will uses the CPU utilization. So it will increase, it will utilize your CPU, and it mines the crypto, and it will send it to other crypto wallets. Okay, so see, so it exit with the 137. So it means it already reached the resource limit of this particular pod. Then it exited. So this happens when you run, so if a malware, so if a crypto mining malware is running in a pod, this will happen. So it will reach to your resource limit, then it exited. Okay, try to execute again to that particular pod. Okay, I'll try, I'll run another window for it. Okay. Okay. Yeah. So it already, I think, rebooted. Like, it reached that resource limit, then it exited. The pod is exited. So let me apply the policy from the policy templates. Okay. So first you have to clone your policy templates GitHub repository. Okay. Uh, So this is our policy templates GitHub repository. Here you can see, so for various workloads we have policies. For the particular misconfiguration we have policies. So this .git comes under exposure. So I'm going to apply the policies from the exposure. Okay, so you can just clone this, or you can go to a particular policy and apply a specific policy. That's your choice. Okay, so let me apply policies from the exposure. So first you can clone it. Git clone, so repository. So I already have cloned the repository, that's why I'm getting this error. Then I will apply it now. Now from the right, sorry, policy templates. Okay, policy templates, then it's in exposure, so it's in the config. So I'm going to apply all the policies from the configs. Okay. Okay, I applied all the policies from the that particular folder. Then I will use so I'm here using a KubeArmor policy. So I'm checking the KubeArmor logs for this. So when I violate the policy, I will get the logs in the KubeArmor. Okay. So I'm going to now so I'm going to grep the log with the particular keyword. Okay. So now I applied the policy, right? So here you can see I applied the so it will contain the git policy, git config file block policy. Okay. So let me check that in URI blocked or not. See, now I'm getting for not 3 forbidden. So the access to this particular folder is got blocked, so you can't access it. Okay, so okay, I have to grep it. Okay, let me show again. You can see, right? So when I try to access that .git folder again, I got the logs from the KubeArmor. So the log is the permission denied. Okay. So the second scenario, right? Second scenario is the crypto mining scenario. So here also I'm trying to install the wget. So I need to install the wget and try to download that particular script. So I have to install it. I'm going to install it. Okay. So I need the script, right? Okay. Sorry, I missed. I didn't apply the policy, right? I want to apply the policy, so I need to apply the policy, then only it works, right? So I'll go to the okay, so I go to the policy templates again, right? Here this will come in malware section. So under malware folder, I have network and system. So I will apply the system policies. Okay. So I'm going to apply all the malware policies, malware block policies from the system folder. So it's applied. So now I'm going to run the script here. Before that, so here also I'm okay. The KSP. Okay, I'm going to grep with the KSP. So I'm going to run it here, chmod 6, then LDR. Okay, see, I got the permission denied because the this particular policy, this KSP blocks SRP hello malware policy. In this policy, there is a rule to block this chmod, because this application don't require chmod. So because normally the applications that don't requires a chmod capability. So also the LDR.sh, this SRP malware uses the it makes the executable, then so it will download a particular file, then it makes the executable with the chmod. Okay, then it will run the application. That is the attack tree of this particular malware. So we are blocking the chmod so that the malware can't run the script even if they got the access to the particular pod or your deployment. Okay, so if the particular environment is already vulnerable, they can't operate this malware if we apply these policies. Okay, so applying so this is what I want to show you, so you can protect you. So you can okay, so this is one you need to show that so applying the policies from the policy templates you can protect your workloads from known and unknown vulnerabilities. Okay, so this is it. Okay, we hope that you also contribute by sending policy templates or via pull requests to grow this list. Okay, so if you want to know more about the AccuKnox open source tooling, you can go to the AccuKnox help source. Okay, then this will give you a complete guide to how to get started with our open source tooling. Okay, so if you want to know more about how to contribute to the policy templates, you can go to here, so the policy templates. Okay, so here we have all listed all the structures of how you need to raise the PRs. Also, you want to contribute to your KubeArmor, you can contribute. So this is a guide for to contribute to the KubeArmor. So if you want to read more about the blogs, can use our blog sites. So this will cover latest CVEs attacks. Then we will cover the KubeArmor deployment modes, zero trust or runtime cloud security. So we have interesting blogs here also. Okay. Okay, thank you for joining. So this is it.